Hi, I'm Rachel.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name's Savannah.
Hey, Savannah. Just wanted to give you a little information about this space. So basically, I'm one of the social work interns here at Crossroads, and this is just a space for you to talk about things that might be going on in your life or areas where you're needing some extra support.
I mean, I could use some of that.
Yeah, can't we all, right?
Yeah, I need a lot of that.
So just, tell me a little bit about yourself and what's going on for you in your life.
I mean, a lot. Like, what exactly do you want to know?
Well, just paint a picture for me of, who you are and what brought you here.
I am here because I have to be here. Otherwise, I'd be in prison for possession of heroin. And so I have to be here. I don't want to be here, but I have to be here.
So it's not really a choice, but you're here.
It's not really a choice, but I am here, and I fucking hate it.
What's been difficult about it?
I just have cravings, and I just want to go back, and I hate my PO, and I need to be with my family right now because we're going through a really hard time, and I have a hard time with the staff here. They just, I don't know, I just really just don't like it here.
Yeah. You're talking about your family too and going through a hard time.
Yeah.
If you're willing, tell me a little more about your family. Who are the people who are important to you in your life?
Well, my mom and dad are always fighting, and they need me there to help them. They don't speak English, so I have to help translate for them. And my sister's husband just committed suicide 3 weeks ago, and so my parents are in shambles. My sister is, in shambles, and it's really hard for me because he was one of my main support systems in my recovery. And
your brother-in-law was?
Yes, and he's not here anymore, and so I just feel really numb, and nothing's worth it anymore, and I just worry about my sister, and I worry about my family, and it's just really hard being away, and I can't talk to them, and I feel bad asking them to come see me here because they have so much to do at home, and I don't sleep. I just smoke and smoke and smoke, and I just really am struggling a lot.
It sounds really overwhelming.
Very.
That you're thinking a lot about the people that you love, and first of all, really thank you for sharing about your brother-in-law with me. That must have been just such a difficult loss, and I know you're early in that grieving process.
Yeah.
I hear you saying you feel numb.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really feel a whole lot of things. And I don't know, I'm really trying to stay on task here. And it's hard. I get distracted really easily, and my mind kind of changes, and sometimes I'll be like stupid happy, and then other times I'll be like can't get out of bed because I feel so sick and horrible, and
so it goes from one to the other. You're feeling really happy, but then you're feeling really sick.
Yeah, it's like I'm like sad, and then I like realize, get up, why are you being a baby? And then I'm like, then I'll be happy, and I'm like, why are you happy? Your brother-in-law just committed suicide. And then like you just go back, I just like can't find, like I don't know how to be.
Sounds like you don't really feel at peace, that you're getting pulled between these different happiness and sad, but either way you're kind of questioning how you should feel in this moment.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how to feel right now. Every time I would have problems, I would just go shoot up, and I would feel great, and then I had no other choice but to feel great, and that's just what I did. And so now I just don't really know how to cope with this.
Yeah. Well, can you tell me about a time in your life when you were not using drugs, but you did feel really happy? Can you remember a time like that?
When I had my son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How old's your son?
He's 13 right now. Yeah. So he doesn't really want to talk to me because he kind of knows that I have a problem. And he's, with his dad most of the time because, that's how boys are. Like, they don't really like their mom. It's not cool to like your mom, especially when your mom does drugs. And then, but his dad does drugs too, or he used to. He's sober too, so I trust him with my son. But 13-year-olds are hard.
Yeah, challenging age.
Teenagers are the worst. But I love him, and I would do anything for him, and I hope that I can prove to him that I am a good mom, and that I am a good person, and that I'm worthy of his time and attention. So,
what are some of the things you love about your son?
Oh, there's so many. I love that he looks just like me.
Your spitting image, huh?
Yes. And I love that he's really good in school. He's really smart. And I love, he's just a really good, nice kid. He's really nice to everybody, and he doesn't get in trouble. And he gets in trouble with us, but he doesn't get in trouble at school.
Not at school.
No. And he's good to my parents, and he, speaks Spanish to them because he knows how to speak Spanish. And he's just a really good kid, and that makes me really happy. And my mom tells me that he still visits them all the time when I'm here, and when I was gone on the streets. So that makes me happy.
When I hear you talking about him, I can hear how proud you are of him. Is that right?
Yeah, I am really proud of him. But no thanks to me. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I just wish that I could be a better mom to him. And I just feel like I've done a shitty job, and I don't want him to fall in my tracks,
You're worried about him using drugs as well.
Yeah, definitely. Because I read a study somewhere, somebody told me something that, like, 80% of kids who have parents who do drugs also do drugs. So I just am worried about that. Even if it's not true, I just worry about that. So, I don't know.
Can you think of any things that you've done as a parent that you are proud of? That decisions you've made or anything like that?
I think the decision for me to be here is a good one.
That's huge.
Even though sometimes I don't feel that way because I'm away from him. And but, I mean, I don't know. Can't really think of anything right now.
That's okay, but I do think that your decision to be here is a really big deal, and a lot of what you've been saying, I've been hearing this theme of you wanting to get better for yourself and also for who you are as a parent.
Yeah, I do. I don't want to be here, but I want to get better, so I have to be here, and so I guess I should use this time to be better, I guess. I mean, I don't really have a choice.
What do you feel like are the other options?
Go to jail. Go to prison, not just jail, prison. I'd be in prison for forever. So, and sometimes I think that wouldn't be so bad.
What do you mean?
I just think that I'd just rather get it over with and get things done there, but I know that if I did that, I wouldn't be with my family. I wouldn't be able to see my family as much and have as much freedom, but I've never really had a lot of freedom. I've always really been on the streets, so it'd be nice to have a bed and a hot meal, even in jail.
Wow, yeah.
So.
That's really tough, where those are feeling like your choices, and you want to have those resources, and it feels like maybe jail is the place you have those.
Yeah.
But what about here? Tell me, what's it like being here, and do you have those needs met here?
Yeah, I mean, I have a bed and hot meal and stuff, and I just have to go to these groups all the time, and that's kind of annoying sometimes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I never sleep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Oh, I was just talking about, what it is like for you here.
Oh, yeah,
you were saying, do you have a bed and a meal? But...
yeah, I do. I have a bed and a meal, and, I made one friend the other day.
Oh, wow.
So I guess that's good.
Tell me about your friend.
It's just one of my roommates that lives with me, and we have similar stories, and we have some of the same friends we found out, which is really funny, but
small world.
Yeah, so, but I mean, I don't know, it's just hard to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't really feel like doing anything, and I have to always go to these stupid groups, and I don't like it.
Yeah. I hear that you're feeling
I
discouraged.
don't like it. Yeah, it's just really hard to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am discouraged. I some days are better than others, but
Yeah.
it's just been a struggle.
Tell me about what a good day looks like for you.
Shooting up on the street.
Mm.
That's all I can think about.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I'm not really craving it. It
Mhm.
just it's what I've always done.
So it's like happiness is
habit.
associated with that for you
Well,
right
yeah,
now.
it's a habit.
Mhm.
Like it's like smoking. You know,
Mhm.
that becomes a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I'm so tired all the time. But it's just hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
That's all I know how to say is it's just really hard to be
Mhm.
here.
Especially when you're not sleeping at night.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping because I'm so tired during the day, but at night I'm like wide awake. Like I can't because that's how it was for me. My whole, while I was using, like
Oh, okay.
I would find somewhere to sleep during the day to be safe, and then at night I would just be up all night, and we wouldn't sleep for months. No, not months.
But it felt
We
like
wouldn't sleep. Yes, we wouldn't sleep for days, and then we tried to sleep only during the day, and
Mhm. So your
bad
body might
things
have been on
happen.
that cycle where you're sleeping in the day and not
Yeah.
at night, and
yeah, for sure.
it could take a little while to adjust your rhythm.
Yeah, it's just I've been like detoxing. A week ago it was really hard too. I'm still kind of struggling with that.
Like feeling physically sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just started to get my appetite back, so that's good. But
That's
I
good.
just
You're eating a little better.
a little bit every day.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to get fat
Mm.
while I'm here because all other girls do. Don't tell them that I said that.
I won't tell them. So that's another worry right now.
I mean, math and heroin made me just lose all this weight, and it was nice. It was nice. All the guys liked me. It was great. I had all this attention, but then again, it's not good attention, and it got me in some really dark places.
So on one hand, you're getting this attention, but on the other hand, sounds like it's not really the kind of attention that you want.
No,
in the
because
end.
they would just like abuse me and stuff in the end, and I just got used to it. But I had to like try to live with that, but then at the same time, just accept that was how my life was. So
I'm so sorry you experienced that abuse.
yeah, it's weird. Like it's weird because like the first time I was abused, I was doing it would be every time. It would be my uncle, and it was every time after I did the dishes. Like when it was a family gathering and everyone else was gone, I had to stay and do the dishes. And so I was in the kitchen here doing the dishes, and somebody came in, and I like screamed and like ran out.
Oh, okay.
And then it wasn't until I talked to my trauma therapist that I realized why I did that it was like a trigger for me.
Yeah. Really
so
reminded
it's weird. It's really weird.
Is that something you've, been working on before and identifying those triggers, or is this something that's new for you?
No, it's so new. I
Wow.
didn't really know what a trigger was until I just thought it was something I didn't know what it was until recently. So until somebody told me. So I'm just learning what my triggers are. Yeah.
How is that feeling for you, figuring out what those are? What's that process been like?
It's really horrible and horrifying. Like, I don't want to think about shit that happened in my past and how hard it was. I don't want to do that. Why would I want to talk about that, you know? And I feel like I have to talk about it. Like, otherwise I'm not giving anybody anything. Like, I just feel like that's why therapists are around. It's just so that I can talk to them about all this horrible shit, and I don't want to talk about that all the time. And I know I should, and everybody says you should, and you need to. Like when I have to write my auto, like I have to talk about all that stuff. And I don't want to talk about it, but then if I don't talk about it, they're going to make me write it all over again.
Have you talked to your therapist about any of these concerns yet?
Yeah, she brings them up all the time, and I'm just like, I don't want to talk about this. I don't know why you're bringing this up, because if I wanted to talk about it, I would bring it up, and I don't ever want to talk about it because it scares me and it makes me sad, and I don't want to be sad.
You'd rather bring it up on your own time, or you wouldn't bring it up at all.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Have you felt like there was any benefit of identifying, you know, how your trauma is connected to what you're currently experiencing?
No, I
Not
don't
at
want
all?
to do that yet.
Okay.
I'm just like not there.
Yeah.
I can't go there yet.
Yeah, and that makes sense. You
'Cause
want to.
it's too hard.
You need to be in a
Right.
safe space.
Yeah. I'd rather go to prison than talk about that.
Mm.
To be honest, I don't want people to drill me about emotional things in my past. I just think that I'm fine. Like, I'm fine. I don't need somebody to try to fix me. Like, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. So that connects back to what you were saying earlier of why prison feels like a viable option, because you wouldn't have to talk about these kinds of things there. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Whoa, we've been going a long time.
Okay, I was like, it has been long.